Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on Survival Challenge. So as you can see, there is still just a bit of rain in the air, so because of that I've decided that I'll go and start cultivating this field just to try let this oat field to our right dry out a bit so that the moisture levels come down. So once we've done that, then we'll need, well, we need selling straight away off the field to make the most of our money. It then will need baling. They will need selling as well, so we're going to have to do all that again in this episode. We may turn our attention to doing grass work. So it's either going to be grass or getting some more crops in the ground, because as far as I can see, we'll obviously have this big field to do, but there's a little one over there that has nothing in. And why is our tractor struggling here? This is very concerning, especially because, what is it? It's only a few episodes old, and it's meant to be our highest horsepower. It's one of them. Do I go get that little Deutz that we've got and see whether that can pull any better? Because that's terrible. 3 miles an hour. 3 miles an hour. What is... Let's just have a look. Is there anything in the used sales? Yes, but not really. I don't really want to have to go and get another tractor or do a tractor swap. Because if we were to do it, it would be that Deutz that would have to go over there, because this has the front loader on. But I don't know. I know there's been a comment saying that I should have gone and got the, was it the AgroStar? I'll show you. There was a comment, I'm sure it was for, where is it? This one. Which I completely agree. 230 horsepower, just at the time, you know, we didn't have, I was swapping out the front loader. So do we go and upgrade that, and then if that's like our work tractor as it were, and then this can be our general move about tractor, because that Deutz over there can't have a front loader on. And what would I get for, so I'd get maybe £20,000 for that, so it means £60,000 for the Deutz. I will continue to think about that. It makes perfect sense for the horsepower and whatnot, and then like I said, that will be the work tractor. But what will it be? It'll be the third tractor I've already been through. Anyways, let's get this done. Well, I think I may have come up with a half decent idea here now of what we could potentially do, because I think the sawmill down there is going to provide us with enough money to be able to buy that parcel of land in the current year that we're in. So if we did that, if we sold this, so there's 20, let's just say 26,000 here, so that's 43,000. That would then mean we can sell the front loader tools. We'll keep the skid steer, so we can still do bales with that. And if we have to do a log, we can use one of these grabs. Oh well, there, the log grab. So we can do that if we have to do logs. I think that may be a better option to do, and we can also sell our drill and buy the direct drill, and then tractor wise, obviously that one being 230, we could go for something like that, but that's just I think they're a bit cheaty of those. Yeah, then drop down, not going for that one because that's 21 miles an hour, at least that's 24. What's the Unimogs like? They're cool. Well, it's not a Unimog, but I should really use them. I bought the DLC and I've hardly touched them. I think that could be the way to go. Sell that one. Just go down to one tractor, make things as simple as possible, which also means that if I do that, we didn't have to cultivate that because I can just direct drill the whole field. And then for the likes of bales, because I'd be getting rid of this bales, we can just move that with the skid steer, make proper use of that. Would this be the right thing to do though? Should we just do it? Have a complete clear out of everything and then just start again. It minimises everything and all sorts. So where is... Right, the trailer's down over there. To be fair, I probably want that to be on this Deutz because I can use the front loader to try and load some stuff in, I would hope. And it means doing this that the Deutz far would be able to put the Isaria Pro thingy on it, so that will be beneficial as well. It'll help us to get the correct yields, because I don't believe, do you lose money or lose environmental score by cultivating? I know you definitely do for ploughing, but whether you do for cultivating I don't quite know. But right, so obviously the baler's staying, the skid steer, that's staying. We need to put down a greenhouse or something. I still haven't decided where we're going to go with that one. I know there was a comment in regards to that we should keep it because it was the best looking one, but by the time I got that, by the time I saw that comment, I had already sold it. So yeah, that was unfortunate. But right, let's go. So this drill can go, and like I say, this will be lovely just to take out this extra, an extra job of having to cultivate and so on. So if we empty it over here, oh, wrong way. Do you reckon we'll be able to get this onto the tines and then lift it onto the trailer? I don't know. If we can, that'd be epic, because then we can put that on. We need to put the log grab on because that needs to be sold. Yeah, and then like I said, the big... Ooh. Okay. Come on, get on these tines. Can I hook it on somewhere? There's literally nowhere to hook it on. We may be able to get it from the other side. Well, we've got it, but only just. So let's try and get this onto the... Ooh. See a weird skipping thing. I noticed that in the last episode with the bales, whenever it came to front loader work or out like that, it was skipping and moving around weirdly. So let's put that on like so. Is there anything else in here that wants to be sold? I'm going to say no. So we need to put the forks on, because then it's the log grab to be sold as well. So let's put that onto there. Let's go get our log grab. And like I say, if need be, because I can't see us moving selling any trailer full of logs or out like that anytime soon, but if need be, we do have the skid steer, and we will just have to put, say, that trailer just there, put that into the bale trailer, yeah, or use the yellow trailer that we've got. But right, I might as well just drive this straight up, and I can't see or think of anything else that needs to be sold. So let's just sneak this in here first, and we'll sell the implements, and we're just got to be careful. The only thing that we're not selling is the trailer. I need to find this trigger wherever it's gone to. There we go. So let's sell that for just shy of £2,000, £1,300, £7,500. Let's sell that. Oh, do we? Well, I've committed now, haven't I? So let's sell that. So if we go medium tractors, let's go for the Agro Star. We're going to put that on so that it gives us the best yield possible. And tyres, we are going to go and put wide tyres on so that it is a complete workhorse. Do we put G? No, that's got really expensive. So we're going to do that. £107,500. Right, and with that done, we then are going to go, and I know I'm going to get shouted at for buying everything brand new, but I'm not bothered. That's absolutely fine. We're going to go for here, 4 metre direct drill to go seed and fertiliser. Let's buy that, so that takes out the need for any fertiliser spraying. And right, we've just spent an absolute fortune. Whoa, that was close. What have we just spent? How much did that thing cost us? I didn't. £170,000 spent in one episode. Right, we're not doing anymore. That will do us for the foreseeable future. I am going to have to, though, however, we will get, if we get 2 bags of seed, I don't know whether that should fill it, and then we will get 2 bags of fertiliser, which is here. We'll buy that, which means then that we can fill our drill up. Whilst we're here, £6,000 left. Having this sawmill is probably a good idea now. But you think, in the grand scheme of things, this sort of upgrade that we've got now, we shouldn't have to upgrade this for a long, long time, and we can focus on the likes of the greenhouse and on land progression, you know, buying that new bit of land. But right, that's the first bag in, and the second bag, well, most of the second bag. This is where I need the skid. This is where the front loader would have come in handy, because I could have put them on that trailer, and when we come to get it, I brought it back. Anyways, right, we'll get back to the farm, and we will look to get that oat field harvested. You can't deny that it's an awesome setup. You can't take that away from it, can you? But right, let's put this onto here, and we can get this over to the oat field, which this trailer looks absolutely minuscule on there. And then, like I say, we'll get this field harvested, we can get it baled, and we can then give it a go. Obviously we'll have to go get our trailer back, but we'll give it a go with the skid steer loading bales, which again, I'm just hoping that works out in our favour. So this should work out quite well, that if we're going straight to the store to sell this, we'll then leave our trailer at the store and we can bring the bale trailer back, meaning then that we can obviously bale and get the bale sold. And what I probably will do as well is, if there's room, we should have space on the trailer for our planks and beams, which leads me on to something else that I was just thinking about, which obviously for myself, this is the first time I've ever done a survival series on YouTube, so I'm learning. But what I am going to go and do is go into here, I'm going to go into settings, and we're going to go normal to hard and see what that's like, because I'm hoping that should sort of balance, is balancing out the right word? I think the sawmill and wood and timber products, all that sort of thing, I've felt for a long time that they are very, very overpowered. So I'm hoping by doing that, it will just calm that sawmill down a bit. But we'll see how much we make. I probably should have done it after I sold the product, so I could have benefited from that. But anyways, with moving it into hard, what I am going to do is put a forklift or something in up here at the at the shop, at the dealership, however you want to call it, so that we can load stuff onto the trailer. We'll use that parked car mod, so that's just over £3,000. We'll use that parked car mod so that we don't keep tabbing into it, but also it's, oh, I don't want to be taking this trailer back. Yeah, and it will very much be that it stays up here. We're not allowed to take it, you know, to the farm or out like that. Yeah, it's, I think that would be, I think that's a good compromise for the series, especially now moving into hard, because those oats there, I think, are they now less than £1,000 a litre? £1,000 per 1,000 litres now. So it'll be interesting. Let's see, and it hopefully it will make us struggle on a bit more. I just hope that this skid steer can do what I want it to do, because if it doesn't, then we've got a problem. Because with £9,000, I don't quite know what the solution would be, whether you could go for a front loader or whatnot. But if you were to go down that route, you're sort of getting rid of the skid steer. But the skid steer seems to be able to do everything that we want it to. But right, let's turn this on, drop it down. We are now going here, so this is our rapid baler with a very slow unload.
I know you're trying, baby. I saw you in a dream, and you were touching my body. But I'm feeling you hesitating. I don't mind waiting. You're everything that I want. I spend the autumn sitting in the silence. That's what makes you safest. Do it all to save us.
So considering we're on hard, I think we can start selling wood chips, because I think I'd previously said that I wasn't going to go down that route purely because of how overpowered they are, but now we're in hard, I think that would be a lot more acceptable. And I'm also half thinking that we should be playing in hard more often, which is the first time I think I've ever done farm sim in hard. Yeah, I know I think I said before, my biggest worry with playing in hard is to try keep keep the series moving along, which if it's not, it can get a bit boring, which I know some of you may say it's boring now, but anyways, I'd make it even less boring than what it could already be. But yeah, so I think that's going to be the plan. So these wood chips, we will also get these sold. Using that skid steer was brilliant in the field. The only thing I would say is, I don't know whether just because of its size, it's quite bumpy. Obviously with the ground deformation, however you want to say it. So it may be something in the future that if we are going to stick with this system for a fair while, that we get tracks on, because I would imagine the tracks will make it a lot less bumpy and ride over the ground a lot smoother. But if it's, what was it now, was it 20,000-30,000 to do that? Whereas if you just drive slowly, you know, that will sort of mitigate it, like mean that you don't get it. So I don't know whether that could just be the idea and the plan. But anyways, let's get these wood chips just moved out of the way and we'll get that trailer filled. So I am very interested to find out how much we're going to make for this, because in previous, well, playing easy or normal, you're getting like £60,000. So let's try through here. I think that's much better. 38,000, well, 39, almost £40,000. So yeah, I believe that is loads better for the series. Right, let's go. So we've done the bales, we've done all that. I reckon we're going to have to. We're going to have to swap over to now go get this trailer again. I reckon at the end of this episode, I'm going to come back to the store just on my own accord and bring the trailer back, because this is going to be a nightmare. I do also, can I sort that hump out there? Construction, softening. I have no idea. Yeah, I can do. I've wanted to do that for a long time, but it's always just one of them, keep forgetting. And it's one of the benefits of being on PC, you can do stuff like this. It's like these lumps there. I don't want to take that out purely because I think it would ruin where that structure is. But if we do that now, that's a load better. I may look at putting in, there's the used machinery sales mod thing where it puts in loads of machines. I may look at even putting that into here now, yeah, just to help build, build on what we're trying to do. Obviously by what I'm trying to do, make it a bit more of a challenge, and where production's likes of the sawmill aren't severely overpowered. Because I think if you look at that, we've just made £40,000. There was a few bales in there as well, but £40,000 over, was it 3 months since I last sold, or two? Definitely 2 months. So, anyways, let's load this in. I'll just jump cut going forwards and backwards from the store selling this, and then we can finally get on to our brand new drill and be able to drill that field there, which I think I'm going to put that one into soybeans. Load number 1. How much are we going to get for these now? Hopefully not a lot. I can see why Giants improved wood chips, because I know in 22 it wasn't even worth bothering with. Okay, £4,500 for that, so they are 500 some pounds a litre, 1,000 litres. But yeah, as I was saying, I can see why Giants upgraded the wood chips, because previously doing the likes of poplar, I don't know anyone who would do poplar, because it just wasn't worth the money that you'd spend on the equipment and so on. It just wasn't worth it. But now, as you've seen, a lot of people are doing it. But right, we'll get this last bit in. So what's this going to be? 4,000. So we should make just over 2,000 here. And what's nice is we've gone from having 188,000 and we're already back up to, will be about 56, 57. Right, let's pull this one in and sell these. And then I think, because the barley field will be ready in the next episode. I know I've said, well, it doesn't matter which trailer I bring back now, because I don't think we'll need either of them. So we'll just, considering this one's on, we'll take this back. Yeah, so £22,300 there. But yeah, we'll just take this one back and then go jump onto the drill. I've just realised I've completely forgot, you need a planter to do soybeans, so we can't... so we can't go and use our seed drill, so we are going to have to go to our planter, which they're both 4 metre working width, so that is no bother at all. It's just a shame I'd bought that and really wanted to use it. So we can do solid fertiliser with this, completely forgot that as well. So where is there's the bit of seed that we'd left. So let's change this over to soybeans. And we can go put this in. Okay, there's still a little bit there, which is quite nice. And then I am going to also... I'm going to have to finish cultivating as well, aren't I? Oh, this has really scuppered the plans. I've changed my mind. We will put soybeans into this field, And then in the next episode, or well, I need to work out how long this episode's been going for. Just had to nip off because kids have just woken up and come downstairs, so just had to go see them. But yeah, so I'll put this one into soybeans, and we will have a look on time on what's happening. Because obviously this will, well no actually this will need rolling as well, won't it? So we'll do soybeans this, we'll roll this, and then I imagine that will be it. So I am just going to very quickly drop this off here. We can then go and put the rolls on, which I'm very, very thankful that these that the pole barns don't have any collisions on, which this barn we've got here, I really, really like it. I think it's a fantastic mod. But yeah, we will then just get cracked straight on and we'll get this field rolled. I can't wait for the day of when we can buy ourselves GPS, you know, where it actually makes sense to do so. Because at the minute it's just a waste. We can drive, you know, we can drive for ourselves, so there is no point whatsoever. But when we can, it'll be lovely for me, because you just forget how much sort of how easy it sort of makes life. So yeah, I just can't wait. Could be on Oxford David's map that we start with it. I don't know. I may put it as an added extra again, because there's quite a few. I'd like to try and get that one as realistic as possible, and see whether that sort of series goes with what everyone, with what most of you want to watch. But we'll soon find out. So I am going to put this onto here so that this is then all ready for the next episode, because I think we'll just put wheat in. That makes the most amount of sense to me. We're going to put wheat into this field here. We'll do the whole field, and I would imagine that may need cutting in the next episode. Let's just have a look. Yes, the next episode it'll be to go and get this harvested. So yeah, so we'll most likely get that drilled, rolled, get this harvested, baled and whatnot. Obviously that will need some herbicide on it. Yeah, absolute plenty to do. And if we go to our productions, the sawmill does still have a bit of wood, but I imagine we're going to have to start felling down this bit to get it into here, which does make me think, before we put a greenhouse down, should we start felling up the boundary up this side, and then we know what we've got left to go? I don't know. It may make sense, or we just fell that. I don't know. I might just be completely overcomplicating it. But once we've done that, I don't know whether this sawmill would be worth to sell it and then move it, once we buy that bit of land over there, move it over there. I don't know. We'll have to plan and work it all out. But anyways, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.